Hi there, my name is Kay Moon and I'm a twin flame channel and Western astrologer, and this is a video containing channeled messages for the Divine Masculine Collective for 2021. Since it's understood that we all have both Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine energy, you may find that both the message for Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine resonate for you. While our feminine energy can be receptive, flowing, flexible, shape shifting, and has the capacity to become what the situation calls for, no matter the situation, our masculine energy can be projective, focused, directive. It has the ability to drive forward in a singular and centralized manner, and the ability to protect a central point of focus, no matter the situation. As we have both energies within us, pay attention to the parts of each message that you need to validate your own intuition for this coming year. A very large part of the twin soul journey is a return to our divinity templates, and this includes our own divine knowing. The year of 2021 is one segment in a larger 3-year passageway for divine masculine energies that was detailed in the 2020 channeled messages. I've linked that video below, as that process will provide greater context and clarity about the journey of your divine masculine energy. This year, the divine masculine energy sits in the sign of the humanitarian, friendship, service, revolution, and technology, the sign of Aquarius. This energy will endow the divine masculine templates with a concern for the greater good and a willingness to do what's best for everyone. This will come with a call to higher service and stepping into helping others grow. This energy comes with supreme support for underdogs and the downtrodden, and a desire to protect those who need it most. This will also come with insights about where you've unintentionally hurt others in the past, and a deep desire to not repeat those experiences or make similar mistakes again. In some instances, you'll find that those are people and places that you feel best avoiding this year while you focus on rebuilding after the challenges of 2020 and deepen a commitment to doing no harm. In other cases, you'll find that while that you are willing to do the work of recompense and reconciling, it will just depend on where your heart is leading your focus this year. The flow of the year includes several major transits that come with specific messages for each of them. Where dates are important, you'll find I mentioned them for you, but otherwise, assume the information shared is for the whole year. The messages that came in for divine masculine energy were as followed. Number 1, as the divine masculine sits in the sign of friendship and camaraderie, it will be important this year to watch your friends and who your friends are, and only hang out with people who actually have your best interests in mind. The humanitarian and greater good focus of the Aquarian energy will imbue your energy field this year and have you placing your happiness, needs, and desires second to everyone else's. As such, it's critical to really allow the friendships that began to dissipate or recede during 2020 to stay at a distance if they were unhealthy for you. There's nothing more critical than keeping company that has similar goals, dreams, and ambition as you this year, and people who are looking out for your own best interests as well as their own in equal fashion. Otherwise, with the energy of 2021, it will be too easy to get sucked back into patterns you spent 2020 trying to break and repeating the difficult lessons. New boundaries, new connections, and new ways of relating are the name of the game this year. Additionally, you can use this energy to become the kind of person you want to attract in your life. There are several times during this year where you may feel called to withdraw, keep to yourself, conserve your energy, and lay low. These same periods of time may be pockets where you not only take a break or end or withdraw from certain friendships, They may be times when old friends return to resolve old issues. In part, this will be a continuation of the energy that began in December 2020. In connection with this withdrawal, you'll feel a real pull to do things right or do right by others. You may feel cautious, tentative, or slower moving in certain pockets this year. This energy will be at its strongest at the start of the year through the end of February, and then again mid June through mid October. The summer of 2021 in particular, you may find a pull to review the way certain relationships went in the past to understand your motivation and choices. And this will come to a head during the Gemini Mercury retrograde eclipse cycle during the summer between May 29th and June 21st. The whole point of this energy is to assist us in making necessary course corrections in our lives and in our relationships so that we are better aligned with who we really are. The third message that came through is that with this in mind, regarding your connection with your divine counterpart or any romantic interest for that matter, you will find that you naturally are striving to disconnect from them or formally make it a friendship if what they want is not in alignment with what you can offer at this time. If it is in alignment, you may find yourself very suddenly ready to take the next step in a way you've never felt ready to do. The energy of 2021 infuses the divine masculine energy templates with a drive to do it right or not do it at all. Divine feminines, if you're listening, it will be critical not to make your counterpart wrong for any withdrawal or make yourself wrong if you find this energy rising in your own masculine energy. This segment of the journey is about each individual's wholeness and integrity and doing what they feel is best for all involved. In other words, these choices are driven by becoming the kind of person your own conscience can live with at the end of the day, as opposed to being driven by how other people will feel about your choices. Number 4, related to the last messages, this year will be a time where you may reevaluate your previous ideas about moral obligations and consciously question yourself about why you're doing what you're doing, why you're following through on certain commitments and obligations, why you're striving for certain outcomes, and if there is a better way. You may question if you're doing things because your parents wanted you to do them, your friends are expecting you to do them, because it's part of the role you played in your family, or if your motivations are driven by avoiding old pain or old wounds. None of that is authentic. This year, you'll find yourself driven to be a more authentic version of yourself. Altruistic, yes, but not self sacrificing. And this will be good. This will put you back in the driver's seat in your life, because to achieve our true goals, we all need to be our true selves. They can't come forward any other way. The fifth message, there will be pockets this year of heightened enlightenment and highlighted for self-reflection. So pay attention to the following dates for that. That will be the beginning of January, all the way through February 11th. That will be May 29th through June 22nd. That'll be September 27th through October 18th. These pockets may be times where you find that you feel the need to withdraw, conserve energy, and or a period where people from your past may show up with unexpected communication and to resolve things with you once and for all, as mentioned earlier. You may also find this period of time makes you feel the need to reach out, offer explanation or apology, or clarify things from your past with people who have been significant to you. The sixth message that came through is that Aquarius is also a sign that represents divine intervention, spontaneous wish fulfillment, and rapid change. So, for our divine masculine energy this year, everything can change in your life in the blink of an eye. So, expect this. If things aren't changing, given the heavy change energy the year holds, we'd have to be actively avoiding this energy by holding on tightly to the way things were, resisting trying new things when they are presented to us, and letting opportunities pass us by when they arise. Change energy is sweeping through our lives this year to help place us where we're meant to go and become who we're meant to be. It's important to say yes when these opportunities for change arise. Note that they may come out of nowhere or when you least expect it, or from a person or place you never thought it could come from. Number 7, because this year holds strong focus on achieving goals and actualizing your dreams in the material world, it's very important to know what those dreams are and to remember that they are sacred. Your dreams have been given to you by the divine, agreed upon as a special way you'll know which direction you're meant to go in this lifetime. It's important to trust the dreams that have been placed in your heart as part of the divine masculine energies incarnate on this planet. You were born to lead others, not fit in with them. And the desires in your heart are exactly what you're meant to fulfill on in order to be of the highest service to everyone you're connected to. Even if it seems you might let them down, even if it seems they might not approve, even if they don't get it. The reality is that sometimes when we let other people down, they learn how to pick themselves up instead of relying on us as a crutch. When we stop running our lives based on their approval, they start looking at what they need to feel okay within themselves instead of codependently needing us to be a certain way in order for them to be okay. When we stop needing them to get it before we make our move, we fulfill the sacred contract we have with ourselves to be the best us we can be in this lifetime. So if you're ever discouraged this year by the lack of belonging you feel with your pack, remember you are here to lead it. And in order to lead, you got to be out ahead of the pack, not in the middle and not behind it. Number 8, if you're in union with your counterpart, you may find that if there were challenges that 2020 exposed in the connection or in your career, you may be feeling particularly committed to getting it right and figuring things out for the greater good or of everyone involved this year. This is a great year to turn things around. So if your partner or you have felt called to couples counseling, coaching, to doing deeper inner work for understanding yourself, or doing communication work to foster greater intimacy or clarity, or even trying new things from an intimacy perspective to increase your physical bond with one another, this is the year to do it. Especially if the masculine leads these initiatives, the receptivity level from the feminine side of the energy is going to be high. This is also a fantastic year to start an online business, to restructure an existing business, to break out of a business that wasn't working for you, or to start an entirely new career path. No matter what your age or where you're at, now is the time for change. The closing message for 2021 my guides had for you was to remember that as complicated or unclear as it seems here and there, that you're doing it right. This will be a year where you're more self conscious than usual, that you may be messing everything up. You're not. Many of the moments when you're most doubtful because you seem to be hurting or letting down those around you, please trust that you're doing what you are doing for you is exactly what they need for their own growth as well. Even though it may not seem like it, you are being used as an initiator and a catalyst this year and as an inspiration for others. So trust the process and keep moving forward. Thank you so much for liking, watching, subscribing, and sharing. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can do that following the links below this video.